The same what has happened with Benetton and Ferrari would be able to happen
Would that be possible?
with Minardi. If the same people there in Ferrari would be in Minardi, yes. I mean, but they are not. I mean,
it depends from the budget, I guess.
Yeah, they need the same sort of money, yes, to pay the people to stay there, no doubt. But the point is that it's the environment, it's the whole team. It's not a single person. It's not Ross Brawn or Rory or Jean Todt or myself. It's all together, and with all the number of hundreds of people we have around us. And that's, if you do have them, the right spirit, then you do it with every team.
How did you create it? Did you talk to them, come with me? Did you have to lure them into it? Or did they say, well, he's there, I want to be there as well? How much of that comes from you personally as well?
I wouldn't want to put too much on my personal side, because people, they don't work every day with me. In Formula One, we drivers, I think we have sort of the best job. We turn there at the weekend, we come several times for testing, but the engineers, the mechanics, they have to spend day and night, Saturday and Sunday in the factory and work very hard to give us the best package. And they sort of have to know whether the environment is the right environment for them. For sure, if they have sort of guarantee for a certain amount of success, it helps, and maybe I was a sort of guarantee.
Oh, very good. Is that one of the reasons, Jos, that sometimes in Aeros there were more problems because the environment kept changing and new things kept changing? And if you look back now,
I think it has to do with it, yes, and as well the facilities, and to keep the good people together, and that was always the problem. I mean, if we had somebody good, Tom was difficult to them, or he couldn't keep them because there wasn't enough money, or
I just want to say, if you don't pay, the good people go. that's natural.
That's true. That's why I'm gone.
Renze de Graaf lives in Dokkum. He asked a question together with a friend of his, Peter Walsweer. What do you both think about? There's a lot going on about tobacco sponsoring him in Belgium and whatever, but the risk now is that the Belgium Grand Prix, as a Spa, may drop out of the calendar in the future. What do you think about this? By the way, he also asked you, do you know where he can get the cap with the 5 stars and the 2000 on the front? There's one really close. I can nick it.
Shall we first go to the first question?
Yeah, first Spa. What if Spa drops from the calendar? What does that do to the sport?
I mean, everybody, all the drivers lost to drive in Spa because of Eau Rouge, the long circuit, the fast corners. It's just a driver circuit, and I think it would be a shame if they couldn't race here anymore. And yeah, I think everybody would be sad.
You agree?
Yeah, no, I can't agree more. But honestly, the last 2-3 years there has been discussions of Spa disappearing, and we're still here. So
should be politics, probably.
Maybe Burning is trying to increase his salary or something. You never know.
All right. Where can he get the cap?
Well, in the shops.
Okay, yeah,
wherever they sell them.
Apparently they're not there in Holland yet, so maybe you can make him a retailer in Holland.
I have nothing to do in the moment,
so you do work together then. Yeah. Okay, Nita Bratschin lives in The Hague. Her husband travels a lot as well, and she says, how do you make time for your family, you both, during a Formula One season? How do you do that?
I think he has a lot of time now. Huh?
Yeah, he does.
It's no problem.
During the Formula One season,
I mean, for me, my life never has been as busy as Michael's, I guess. Still, you have your races. You have to be on the track on Thursday. We didn't test as much as he does, so for me it's a lot easier than for Michael. Yeah. And for me, in 2 weeks, it's 5 days at home, so it's not too bad.
How do you do it? How do you give? The Americans have a nice expression for that. How do you give quality time to your family? How do you do that?
I think we are in the luxury that the time we have at home, we can give 100% to our family. Whereas if you have a normal job, you go out in the morning, come back in the evening, hardly you see your kids. It's different with us. We're 3-4 days on the road, then we for 2-3 days at home, we again for 2-3 days on the road, then we again at home. So it's a reasonable schedule where you have a nice and good family life. At least that's what was important to me, and Ferrari has been able to juggle the schedule in the way that I don't have too many side activities. And have private time, because the amount I spend maybe more testing, Jos had to probably go for sort of sponsor functions in smaller teams. That's what you have to do, and I think they're much more tough than doing testing or racing.
Do you like being a dad? Is it good?
Oh, fantastic!
Good. Yeah, I know. But all right. This one is from Tom Fahler. he lives in Rijswijk, and he says, it's said that most of today's drivers are also a bit engineers.
Sorry? What?
Being a today's driver, you're also a bit of an engineer. How do you two, as for him, the best drivers in the world, do acquire these engineering knowledge? Do you do that by experience or by study? So he thinks there's much more engineering than just driving. Or do you say, well, we just have the guys to do that, and I tell them what I feel, and they explain that to the engineering side? What do you know about your car? In a way, what do you know about the technical side?
I think it is important to understand the principle, but in all honesty, what is available on electronic information and equipment, I have honestly to say I don't know how you achieve all the functions. I know what they do for me and what I would like them to do for me, and I can, I guess, express myself enough to the engineers so it improves the situation. Yeah. And that's the important thing, that you have the basic mechanical understanding of a car. I mean, we both have been doing go-karts for so long, which gives you the basic idea already, and then we go through sort of various stages and make our personal life experience.
And you feel as well if something is wrong, even, you know, if you're driving, you know how the car should be, if it is good, and if there's just slightly wrong, you notice the thing, and then you explain what you hear or what you feel, and they know exactly where I have to find.
But it's also